What is going on, fire signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. This is going to be Monday, November 19th, 2018, okay? We're going to be taking a look at your love lives, alright? Well, that's a lot of cards coming up. Too many. Alright, let's see what's going on. Alright guys, big reading so far. Alright, so your underlying energy is the Seven of Wands, so definitely defense. Higher ground is there, but you also have the Two of Wands, so there's some sort of protecting a decision, maintaining a course of direction. Definitely makes sense considering how this is looking. The Seven of Wands talks about defensiveness, but it's because you're protecting something, protecting yourself, standing up for yourself, fighting for, it's a very similar meaning for the Knight of Swords, but the Knight of Swords is going, Knight of Swords is fighting for it, like actively going and preaching, his gospel pretty much. But with the Seven of Wands, anybody that comes at him with any opposing ideas, he just swats that like nobody's business. He's like, no, I'm not tolerating that. I'm not taking that. So I get this kind of like defensive energy from you guys, but it's because you're trying to maintain the kind of structure, the kind of layout that you guys have been, that you guys have. Whether this is the foundation of your relationship, trying to maintain that steadiness, that structure, or you guys are trying to kind of, maybe level up or improve your job, your career. But there's something here that you're protecting, and it's definitely, it's because you went on a certain course of action. Now, the heart of your reading here is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups does talk about a new beginning, right? It's exciting. It's emotional based. It's about how how you feel, your heart's desire, what you're going into. That cup is filling up, or it's overflowing with water, right? The flow of emotions. So this is definitely kind of waking up a lot of the senses, connecting with your intuition. But that's the beginning of it, right? All of those things can be the potential of connecting with your emotions. And I feel like this is just a lot of stuff that's being, it's awakening regarding love, loving oneself, loving others, forgiveness, healing, etc. But what's crossing that is the Queen of Pentacles. Now she's the maintainer, in my opinion. Like she's like one of the if you ever need somebody to hold down the fort, she is your girl. Now the Queen of Pentacles, she's good at nurturing, taking care of things, having a routine. She's very structured, and she's also very committed. And now the situation could be that you're starting something new, but you're trying your best to maintain the relationship, or maybe nurture it. You're putting in effort to create a very stable home environment for you, your family, your relationships, so on. But that's unquestioned, because the foundation is definitely in progress. You're working on building something because you're starting something new. Like, I think this is a newer relationship for some of you guys, or maybe you guys are restarting to build real foundational core, connections and everything. Like you're really creating something of great stature, like you're making pillars for the relationship to stand on. So. And even if it is a relationship that's been going on for years, it gets to, there are periods where we may fall off, we may not connect, or we may not see eye to eye, but then we're reconnecting again. We're trying to fall in love with each other all over again. If those of you with newer relationships, this is what you're doing. You're building a new foundation, because the Tower happened in your past, right? This talks about destruction of that foundation. Destruction, pure destruction. The Queen of Pentacles, she has to create a foundation, or plant a seed before she can nurture it. And I feel like that's what this Ace of Cups is. You have the seed, which is what the aces are anyway. They're seeds. They're only beginnings, and you have to do the work to build that, to make it happen, to do something about it. And I feel like that's the thing. You're nurturing that now. You're focusing on making, creating something to pretty much. Hopefully, I'm not breathing into the mic. You're creating something to nurture, to build, to grow. And the tower shows that there was absolute destruction of that. There was something that really completely destroyed everything. A complete reset. Something restarted itself. Now, this could be, like I said, old relationships. Or this could be that, something unexpected came along. Something radically changed your life, right? And something doesn't have to be devastating or horrible for it to change your life. It could be one of the best things you've ever had in your entire life. But it still changes your life in a way that you have to kind of accommodate and start over, restart from scratch, create new routines, create new boundaries, create new everything, because this is preparing, because you're going on a new journey. Missed another one that was going on, right? So with your present being the Eight of Pentacles, I don't have a problem with this. This is actually really good. The Eight of, I like this, right? It depends on you. Some of you guys may be like, ew, more work, whatever, but y'all are very focused and very driven. Like, you guys are not distracted from your work at all. You're just really focused on it. Like, this is your bread and butter, because you're looking at, that the effort you're going to put in is going to be worth is going to be worth it. The reward is going to pay off for the hard work that you put it in. But how you move forward with this future is the Seven of Pentacles. So it makes sense, right? You're putting in your effort, you're doing the best that you can, and yeah, there's a point in time where you're gonna hit a slow patch, right? A patch where there's not much you can do, right? But there's always something left. There's always some work left to do, and you may look at this and think, okay, well, I'm not really at my my desired goal yet. You're not hitting that place where you want to be, but I feel like you don't lose track or lose sight of what you're trying to do. Usually how I read this card is like, okay, you've been working at it for some time, you've been doing the best that you can, and now all you have to do is be patient and really figure out what you can do in the meantime, instead of focusing so much about you not being where you want to be. And I feel like that's not necessarily the case. For some of you guys, it's like, what are you trying to maintain? Okay, what can I do in the meantime? It's like, if you run out of time, if you run out of, things to do in the meantime of your patience, because the Queen of Pentacles is also patience as well. And I feel like, there's a lot of that going into it. I think right now you're just really focused on, getting things done, and because you got some things to work with, but then you hit that Seven of Pentacles where patience is definitely tested, and your willingness to continue to move forward. And it's not, I don't think it's the will to move forward, that's the thing. It's just like keeping the momentum up, right? Keeping things going, providing yourself with things to improve your relationships, improve your work, right? I feel like you may feel like you're running out of stuff to work on, which is a good thing, but at the same time, you're still not where you want to be. But not in a depressive way. It's like, okay, what can I do next? Or not in a frustrated way. You're like, what can I do next? Some of you guys, you may get tired of the mundane. Like, that can indicate that too, right? You're not a Pentacles, first of all. Even though this is really good stuff in regards to building something foundational, something that will last a long time, something like a relationship, long-term relationship, or a stable career. These are really good cards for this. But if you're looking for fun and passion and excitement, then the Pentacles is not really, it's good for stabilizing and creating strong, long-lasting relationships, great strong bonds, and creating a fortress or an empire or whatever, right? There's I use those terms in really big extreme ways, but it could be used for anything, like a garden or a farm or whatever, right? Or like I said, a career, like you're trying to build up a good repetition of things, putting in time at a hospital or whatever, right? If you're a nurse, if some of you guys, which I'm kind of getting the sense that some of you guys are, but it can kind of get a little boring, and it can get a little tough at times when you're like, you're just kind of just doing the motions, and it kind of can feel like you're not really excited about it, or you're not really enthused about it. But I feel like as long as you use your emotions, or use what your desires are as the motivator for you to keep moving, I don't see this Seven of Pentacles actually running out. Like, I see you always still striving to look for more to do to strengthen whatever you need to strengthen, to nurture, to maintain, to take care of, to you know, put all your heart and soul into, which is why you have the King of Cups in your heart's desire. Now this could be, you know, like I read the Queen of Pentacles as you guys. It could be that you guys started a new relationship with somebody that's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to be a female or a male here. You know, there's no gender specificness when it comes to readings like this. But it could be that you guys started something new with somebody that you feel is very stable, and you're trying to be in that level, right? You don't see yourself as very stable right now, but you're working on it, right? You know, then that's the best you can do if that's how it is for some of you guys right now. Like, you just don't feel like you're in a very manifestive energy, but you're putting yourself in that place. You're working hard to get there, and that's nothing. You know, that's all you can do. And the King of Cups is just asking you to remember, you know, to be compassionate and loving to yourself, and remember why you're doing all of this, right? Because you know, you have a desire, you have a goal in mind, and it's definitely worth pursuing. But you know, it's pretty much saying that, you know, don't lose sight of that. Don't lose sight of what you're doing everything for, right? But the second is the second that it no longer resonates, that's when, when it's not your dream anymore. That's when it should be a concern. But the process, the slowness of how it's going to build, it may take some time. Pentacles is a very slow energy, but the Queen of Pentacles is patient in that regards. Now you guys have Unfinished Symphony here. I like that. But I feel like this is a little different. It's very Wheel of Fortune-y, I'm getting the feeling of. And with that Unfinished Symphony, I get this feeling like it's interesting. Actually, I'm gonna show you what you guys have underneath the Wisdom of the Oracle. You guys got Go the Distance, which is strength, endurance, pushing forward, prevailing through the difficult, slow times, the times where it's definitely trying your patience, trying your everything. And I feel like with Unfinished Symphony, when it's coming up, it's a very Wheel of Fortune kind of feeling when nothing really started over. It's just like there's a situation that's come back up because not only that you have new information to kind of tackle it with, but you also have some things that you have to learn about yourself, not for the other person, right? This is not about building a healthy relationship for you and this other person. This is building a stable individual within yourself, someone that you can rely on internally without a person at all. Which is why it's always directing you back to love. That's why you have the Ace of Cups. And I know there's two people here, but this person, which could be a soulmate, it doesn't have to be. But I feel like this person's encouraging you to find this dependence in yourself. It's independence in yourself. You know, this patience, this person that's willing to dedicate their hard work and effort into their own life, their personal well-being, right? Because this is what you're doing. You're perfecting yourself so you can feel better about, the relationship and how it's maintained and the structure about it. And that's fucking fair enough, right? But I feel like this person is influencing this, but this is ultimately to be the best version of yourself for yourself. Not like, and like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with you. This is not me judging you. There's nothing. But I do feel like there's something, it's making you see yourself in a different light. That's why you have the Ace of Cups here, because the aces are all about us. The one, us, ourselves. Not anybody else, not any new love. It's us. And I feel like you're going to see yourself in a different light. And that's why the Seven of Pentacles, I think that's why you look back and you kind of see all the work that you put in. And you're like, damn, I did this. And you're not done yet, but you realize, I feel like it's more of like a recognition, like, damn, I did a lot of work. Wow. And that you still haven't run out of steam. So Unfinished Symphonies definitely give me a hit of like, yeah, there's some things that may not be complete yet, but there's something, there's a hidden lesson to this. Just be very, be in the moment as you go through. You'll understand what's unfinished for you, especially if you guys have a different, situation, whatever is going on in your personal lives. All right. I went on a little too long, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I appreciate that love, and I will see you guys later. Okay, take care, guys.